In this episode, I'm going to share with you 3 thoughts from Psalm 54. Psalm 54 says, "O God, save me by your name, and vindicate me by your might. O God, hear my prayer, give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen against me, ruthless men seek my life. They do not set God before themselves. Behold, God is my helper, the Lord is the upholder of my life. He will return the evil to my enemies. In your faithfulness, put an end to them. With a freewill offering, I will sacrifice to you. I will give thanks to your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from every trouble, and my eye has looked in triumph on my enemies." Psalm 54 finds David in trouble, and he is looking for vindication against his enemies because they have risen up once again against him. Today I'm going to give you 3 thoughts from Psalm 54. Thought number 1, God is powerful. That means God has the ability to do things that we ourselves simply are not able to do. And we need to recognize the difference between what God is able to do and what we are able to do. We need to recognize his great strength and control and authority in the world, but also recognize that he is present here with us. God is powerful, and he is totally aware of the things that we are going through. So when David prays to him and he calls attention to the treachery of his enemies, he is trusting that God in his power will be able to help him. Thought number 2, God is gracious. Grace is being given something that you don't deserve. It means that David, as he's crying out to God and he's asking for his help, he isn't saying, "God, please help me because I've done this, that, and the other, and you owe me." No, we know, and David knew this, that God owes nobody anything. God doesn't owe anyone anything. And because of that, everything that he gives to us is a part of his own gracious character. In his kindness, he provides for us. In his kindness, he answers prayers. Our God is gracious to us, and we must recognize that he owes us nothing, but we owe him everything. Thought number 3, God is merciful. So if grace is getting things that we don't deserve, then mercy is not getting the things we do deserve. If you looked at the last episode about all of the things that happened to David because of his treachery with Bathsheba and everything surrounding that situation, David has a lot of punishment given to him. And it affects not just him, but the entire nation of Israel. But he didn't get the full force of the punishment that he deserved. The Lord restrained his wrath because David deserved death for what he did. But God is merciful, meaning God does not give us the punishment that we deserve for all of the wickedness that we do. No, God is merciful to us. He withholds his wrath because of his loving kindness. The greatest display of God's power, his grace, and his mercy is in the life of Christ and his sacrificial death for his people on the cross. This is the very picture of God and his character, of how he is powerful, gracious, and merciful. These 3 thoughts come to you from today's reading, Psalm 54 through 56. If you'd like to read through the Bible with me, you can do so by joining the Facebook group Through the Bible, where we are reading through the text of Scripture together.